What's going on, guys? ChaseWins.com coming to you for the 22nd of September, NFL Sunday. Try to make this as short as I can. Big day today. Going to have plays posted here in just a little bit. It's 10:30, so probably have them out in the next hour or so. And it was a great day yesterday. Fantastic day. It's hard to be happy about it when the team you love so much just looks like they've kind of thrown in the towel. Quintana was starting yesterday, which I had all the faith in him in the world, but I knew that they were going to attempt to limit him at least some, depending on what the Cardinals did, because I knew that it was going to be a bullpen day for the Cardinals. And the Cardinals had wiggle room. They had the ability to not stress their starters and give up a loss. And the Cubs desperately needed it, because right now with the Brewers doing what they're doing, the Nationals are winning. Of course, the Cardinals are still winning. They're basically taking themselves out of the wild card mix. And mathematically, they're not out of it, but let's put it to you this way. If they don't win today's game, it's over, and I'll probably just go ahead and bite the bullet. I'll be there for the last home series, and then that'll be it. No postseason baseball for me, unless I drive down to Atlanta and attend some Braves games, just because I enjoy the area. And but that was tough, man. I mean, I really thought that we were going to be able to go out there, put Kimbrel in for the one out, or the one inning, and take care of business. Now, what scared me is because him coming back over there, Kimbrel's only pitched like 17 innings all year. And I was sitting there, and one of my buddies from Chicago was texting me. And he said, how do you feel like Kimbrel's going to do? And I said, he's going to give up a couple of hits. I said, it's going to be up to him not giving up the fly ball, because the wind was blowing out so hard. I said, if he didn't give a home run up, I said, the Cubs will end it here. They'll take a win. First pitch, home run. Second pitch, another home run. And I was like, it's over. I said, the Cubs will generate some offense, but I don't think they'll score. And they didn't. Gut-wrenching to watch. So everything that had gone on so good that day, and it was such a good and positive day, that just knocked the wind out of me. So we'll quit talking about that. Let's get into a recap. I'll tell you what we got going on, and what should we start with? Let's start with Patrick's NASCAR. Another race winner picked. He struggled a little bit on his head-to-heads, going 1-2. He had Denny Hamlin over Brad Keselowski, won that. He had Jimmy Johnson over Daniel Suarez, laying $1.15, and Daniel came in actually just above Jimmy. And then Chase Elliott over Kyle Larson. Chase Elliott ended up getting into a scuffle there, from what I read, in, I don't know, with like 30-something laps to go, and it backed him up like 15 positions, and he started to make his way all the way back up, but he came up a few short. So that would have put it into a non-profitable day. But then in his top 5 prediction of who would come into the top 5, and obviously one of them being a race winner, 4 out of 5 were correct, and Martin Truex Jr. won the race outright, which was on his card at plus 450. So another race winner. Guys, spend the $100 and get the rest of the season. You're crazy not to. Kyle's UFC. I know that I checked my 5 Dimes account this morning, and I was pleasantly surprised. Or not surprised, I was happy. Put it to you that way. It was a fantastic amount of money. I haven't gone through and actually broke it down to see what was won, what was lost. I'm sure he's done a recap already, so you can go check out Kyle at Cappers Direct's video, and I'm sure he'll give you a full breakdown of what everything was. But I just know I made a lot of money. I will do some research on it here this afternoon once I get everything done for today, and that way I can come back and do a recap tomorrow for the people that want me to actually recap it. Yesterday we had the Cubs laying $1.35. That should have been a win. They gave it up, like I said, right there in the ninth. The Tampa Bay Rays couldn't cover their run line, which was the free play that I gave you. But we ended up taking the Brewers on the run line, which was a nice winner. And we had the Mets on the run, or the money line, which didn't come through. But we had the Atlanta Braves as the daily top play. And so if you bet the way that I preach over and over and over again, you turned a small profit. It wasn't a lot of profit, but another day of profit in MLB, which is what we're about. Then we get into college football. And boy, was it a good day. Now, the bad thing was we lost our free play. Free plays have been rolling right along. We did drop our free play. Texas A&M just slow out of the gate. Auburn was able to establish that run. Their defense was on point in the first half. So we did drop the free play. But in the premiums and top plays, Boston College minus 7.5. We always buy the hook there. Easy win. Charlotte versus Clemson over 61. The game started out I thought it was going to get into the 80s. It did not, but it got to 62, so another win there. We laid 38 with Ohio State, easy win. Troy, we laid 18, easy win. We had UNC minus 2.5. They could have tied the game with that last second field goal and gone into overtime, and it probably had a really good shot to win that game, but it got blocked. And then we did drop Baylor. Baylor ended up, they should have won that game by 30 plus, and it's like they barely scraped by to Rice, in my opinion. So dropped 2 premium plays there, but then we had our daily top play, which was Wake Forest minus 28.5. We always obviously buy the hook in those situations. Got it at 28. Didn't need it. They blew the doors off of them by over 40 points. So absolutely fantastic day, going 5-2 in the premiums, or 4-2 in the premiums, and then we won the top play. And then we had our game of the week, and I preached on Wednesday, buy this play. On Thursday, buy this play. Friday at noon, when I posted this play, I said, buy it, because after midnight, this line is going to start to move. And guess what? Line opened up Florida Atlantic minus 35 over Wagner. It was posted at 12 noon. Or it was actually 1 o'clock. So we're talking 29 hours prior to kickoff. And every single book had it at 35. It opened on Tuesday at minus 35. I was just waiting to, figure out about a receiver that had twisted or tweaked his ankle the week before, which is one of their top NFL prospects. I wanted to make sure he was playing. Not the fact they needed him to win, but just to ensure that they were going to keep cramming points down Wagner's throat. Line didn't budge, not even for a second. Hell, no money was coming in on either side. We placed the big bet on Friday. The majority of people that bought this play from me, there was probably only about eight or nine people that bought this play after midnight. So they were getting it about a point to point and a half higher. And I told them, I preached, after midnight, this line is going to move, because there are going to be people that start to play this game. We played it at noon. All of my people that bought it on Friday and listened and actually paid attention to what I was saying and listened, they got it at 35. We bought it down to 34.5, because on any touchdown situation, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, or half points above or below in situations where we're playing an underdog and taking the points, we always buy the hook or half point. So we bought it down to 34.5. They should have never let Wagner score. They should have won this game by 42 points, but they didn't. They won by 35. So if you bought it, you paid attention to what I said, you got it at 34.5, you won it by half point, and yet another top play winner, yet another game of the week winner. Both NCAA games of the week that we have had this year have both been winners. Next week, I'm looking at a game that I've already got circled. More than likely, it's going to be an NCAA game of the month. I'm going to try to do the same thing, release the game probably by Thursday. We'll actually put it out for sale this week. You have all week to buy it, but it'll actually probably be posted on the site with the write-up by Thursday, giving you about 48 hours to bet it before any line movement whatsoever, and it'll be another big win. So a fantastic day yesterday, going 6-2, double top play winners in NCAA football, obviously when you count the game of the week. 3 top plays yesterday, clean 3-0 sweep when you put the Atlanta Braves with it. So a huge money-making day, and we're going to carry it over into Sunday. This has been just a great week. Thursday we went on that 5-0 run, and we just kept the foot on the gas ever since then. So one thing that I'm going to do today, and I'm going to leave it up until midnight, obviously NFL rolling right along too. I'm going to give it until midnight, and I'm going to drop the season, NCAA and NFL, down to $600. You can buy either one for $600. Combo pass you can buy for $11.50, and that'll be up till midnight. At midnight, it's going back to the way that it was, because right now it's just too profitable to justify a discount. But I know a lot of people missed out on the discount before. They were new customers, didn't know how to do. Now they've been buying week packages, top plays, and they've just seen what we're about in it. And now they're like, okay, I want to buy. What can we do? So it's there, $600 if you want the NFL or NCAA season. Or you $11.50 will get you an additional $50 discount to buy the combo pass. That goes until midnight. NASCAR is $100, and I think that's going to be it. Oh, and I am dropping the MLB season. The MLB, well, I'm not doing that today. That'll be on the lookout tomorrow. MLB will be dropped. The final discount, I'll tell you what it is now. Dropping it down to $200. $200, that is the final price reduction for the MLB season. That will be up for probably about 24 hours, and I'm taking that down. And then once we get towards the end of this week, the remainder of the season will actually be pulled down, and that won't be available for purchase anymore because that's when we'll be getting into about a week out from postseason. So I think that's it. And then all of my current members will be getting the email in a little while regarding all the basketball and hockey they've been asking about. So let's get on some free plays. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to have to drink the Kool-Aid with the Dallas Cowboys. I hate laying, God, I hate laying 3 touchdowns in the NFL. I don't even like laying double digits in the NFL, but sometimes you just have to. I mean, last week, laying 18 on a top play with the Patriots, it was a 43-0 shutout. And it's not so much drinking the Kool-Aid with the Cowboys, even though I do truly believe that the Cowboys are the team that you see on the field. It's more just less that Miami has no will to win at this point. They're not going to win. I mean, they may bag a win or two, but it would not surprise me if Miami turns out to be that one-win team that Cleveland was a few years ago. 21.5 is the line, so obviously you know what we're going to do. We're going to buy it down and get it at 21. I hate laying 3 touchdowns. I mean, I absolutely hate it, but I'm sipping the Kool-Aid with the Cowboys a little bit, and it's most certainly just as much of a fade of the Dolphins as it is, favoring the Cowboys. But we're going to play that. Another game that I like, I just don't see any way that the Patriots don't, absolutely just crush the Jets. I mean, third string quarterback now. All this Antonio Brown speculation, all that shit. I mean, you can get it at 20 points. Take it. Because I think that right there is going to motivate Tom Brady and Edelman and Belichick to go out there and prove that they didn't need Antonio Brown. They didn't need him before. They certainly don't need him now. They are the best team in football, and they're going to go out there and prove why they're the best, and they get to do it in Foxborough. Beautiful weather. I like them today. So, official free play. I don't know. I'm going to give you both of them, Cowboys and the Patriots. 20 with the Patriots and 21.5 with the Cowboys. Buy it down to 21. See you back on Monday, guys.